I believe in a holistic approach. Why? Because we're not just arms and legs, eyes and ears, or heart and brain, but an entire human being as compared to the rest of the human being. That makes you so special. Why? Because the rest animals do not have the brain, the kind of brain we have. That's what makes you so special and unique. The human being who discovered amazing and unbelievable discoveries from the perpetuity space. The human being who invented the internet, through which every corner of this world has come so close in terms of all kinds of possibilities. The human being who made it possible to travel across the seven seas, even beyond the planets. You might have seen Mr. Neil Armstrong, who has put his first step on the moon, right? But once we had never ever anticipated that could be possible, but it is very much possible today. We have seen that. That is why I always say that we are living in such a wonderful and amazing era where whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, that mind man achieves. And let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question here on this revolutionary and technically fertilized land. Where would you see yourself after 5 years? Think about that. And if you know the answer, are you making enough efforts towards your destiny or dream to achieve it by investing some amount of time in yourself every day? And if you are, then have you ever thought to achieve your dreams and destiny within 2 years? What it takes them 5 years to achieve? Think about that. And if you don't know the answer, what is stopping you then? What's stopping you? Let me tell you what's stopping you. I can tell you that. It is you. It is you. You are the real monster who is strangling and killing by ignoring your inborn qualities, destroying your passion, crushing the expectation of your parents beneath your own legs. Yes. Why? Because you were the enemy of yourself. You were lazy, you were ignorant, you were imbecile. But stop thinking right there now. Why? Because past is last, last is past. And the past has gone way worse and fast. Now get yourself together. Now get yourself together and think about some positive points about yourself. So here, what I want to say, and want to tell you one thing. Before going to bed, ask yourself one question. How much time did you waste today? Or how much time do you waste every day? And start decreasing wasting time, because time is money. So do not waste your money. You get that? And how is it possible? How can you do that? I'll tell you. Be willing to be uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. And my dear friends, it might be a little tough for you. It's a little bit difficult for you. Because, and this is just a small price to pay for reading your own history. That's very important. So that's why double your failure rate. Get comfortable with failures, because success is not a final. Failure is not a fatal, and it is just a courage to continue that counts the most. Did you get that? One more important thing, if your dreams or if your goals don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Did you get that? So set a one big target for you, and the small target you will achieve like it's nothing for you. You understand? So set a big target for yourself. And let me tell you about a man with the crown of failure and the famous history of his life. This was a man who failed in his business at the age of 21, who failed in legislative election at the age of 22. He failed He failed again in his business at the age of 24. He had his wife died at the age of 26. Then he failed again in congressional race at the age of 34. He lost his senatorial race at the age of 42. He failed in an effort to become a vice president at the age of 45. Again, he lost a senatorial race at the age of 49. And then eventually he was elected as one of the greatest president of United States of America, who is a predominant country on this planet. His name was Abraham Lincoln. He had created his own history while he was alive. And my dear friends, I often see people say that failure is the first step of success, which is true. But Mr. Lincoln had the entire ladder of failure. Can you believe that? But with the golden crown of success in the form of American presidency. So do not forget that. And let me tell you a little bit some more examples, a little bit live examples. For example, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, the legend of cricket sport, who made the centuries of century. Amitabh Bachchan, who is a brand of acting and dialogue deliveries. Michael Phelps, who has won 28 medals in his entire life in total, out of which 23 are gold medals. Alone Michael Phelps has 23 gold medals, and 3 are silver and 2 are bronze. Now let's talk about our India. Our entire India, with the population of 1.3 billion, has 35 medals in total, out of which 10 are gold medals, 9 are silver, and 16 are bronze. And only the giant flying fish, Mr. Phelps, has 23 gold medals alone. He has 23 gold medals. Now you must be thinking, am I talking or am I admiring Michael Phelps? Yes, I am, but I'm not pointing out my finger towards India with negative sense, not at all. But I'd like to encourage the future athletes of India that be prepared with such kind of mentality. Even being a boxer, if you just stare at your opponent, he should get to know that he is going to get hit by a really bad storm. That's what I call the real preparation. That's what I call the real intense desire, the madness, the craziness. That is what I think the real winner. So think about that, and that's how you are going to read your own history, which will be written by the rest of the people from this planet itself. You get that? Now, I want to ask you a last question to you. According to the title of my video, will you read your own history while you are alive? If you say yes, we'll meet by the qualities. And if you say no, I assume that you are just living here with bones and flesh. You are just living with bones and flesh, just living. Why I'm saying just living? Because you are not just dying. That's why you're just living. And if it hurts, go, pull up your socks and dive into action according to your passion. Let's meet by the quality of our passions. All right?